I'm one of the lead product designers for the Transformers brand, and I'm here to just talk to you guys for a little bit, kind of show you a little bit about our offices and our philosophies and what being a toy designer is kind of like. And you know, the next bit I'll get to talking about toys that will likely never see the light of day, and then we're also going to talk ever so briefly about just like these Optimus characters, which is pretty much not going to amount to a lot of talking at all. Okay, so getting started off here, like these are photographs of all the Hasbro designers. You got, Aaron Archer. You guys probably have heard of him.
Yeah.
You got Jared Wade, you got Bill Raleigh, Vicky Stratford, myself, and then the Takara Tomy people. And kind of showing you the office environment. Notice that the U.S. is a little bit different of an environment than the Japan environment. But that's cool. Those guys do great work, so it's okay. So talking about things here real quick, let's every single one of us designers in our own right has kind of grown up with toys, and we kind of appreciate them for intrinsic values and things that they inspired in us when we were kids, and helping grow out of social awkwardness and growing up to be the fine, upstanding young citizens we are today. But it's like toys have touched all of us in our lives, and I mean, especially on your guys' part, you come to the Transformers collection, or convention, so obviously toys in some way have touched your guys' life. So what we get to do every day is, just to continue that fascination, that pure enjoyment of toys, and we get to make new ones all the time, every day of the year, and it's great. And you get a little taste of us, someone like Archer, clearly he's obviously into robots. Jared, he's a little more into Star Wars characters. Me, I'm into Legos, football, Super Mario, Thundercats. What's Billy into here? He likes He-Man, G.I. Joe. Everybody's got their own influence and everything that they bring to the team. So it's kind of nice just having a pretty diverse crew. Okay. Moving on down here to this case. As I mentioned earlier, it's the case of stuff that's likely never going to see the light of day. So just to kind of talk you through everything here, this first shelf is essentially just like kit bash models that we had made, that we made them during the time of Armada was ending, Energon was beginning, alternators was starting to take off, and we're trying to explore other concepts of what we could do with those kind of alternators-esque realism and just apply it to a military vehicle. So everyone thought it was a cool idea, but I mean, unfortunately there was really no place for it at the time, so it's been kind of sitting in a holding pattern ever since then. This next shelf here is from the 6-inch titanium line, and these are toys that will probably never be made, sadly. I mean, I know a lot of people were really excited about a Cosmos, and everybody always seems to really appreciate when we try to squeeze RC into a toy line, but unfortunately,
the one on the left?
This one, more within Bumblebee.
So those showed up in the the Walmart computers?
Yeah.
Okay. A little ahead of schedule.
As always.
Any reason why they're not going to be produced?
There's a lot of answers to the question. I'm sure it's just a lot of sales data, sales research. The fact that it is mostly a collector-oriented line, kids don't have as big of an interest in obscure characters as a collector would. So while we're making good collector dollars on it, it's hard to maintain that line just based on.
So the titanium line is ended?
I'm sorry?
The titanium line is ended?
That's I would say indefinite hold. Okay. I mean, 5 months later we could kick it back up again, but that's just the nature of the toy business. It's like, this is how fast things move with us. It's like 1 week things are like, it's this decision. The next week it could change entirely. But as of right now, there's no plans to go forward with these characters or the titanium line. Okay. Moving along. Next case below, we have early test model for alternators, which is Jazz, and it's based on the Porsche Boxster model. And this is the first model that we made with Takara while we were trying to pitch the idea of alternators, and as many of you already know, we're not able to secure the license with Porsche, so we could not make that toy per se. But it was a good groundbreaking way to start off the alternators line, because it got people excited and pumped about that idea of how to execute these real cars with these like cool robots in a G1 kind of manner. Next item over is actually a scaled down version of the smoke screen toy from alternators, and the idea behind that was, like, when we were first pitching the idea, we didn't know what scale we wanted to work with, so we just wanted to provide options to everyone, and obviously we went for the bigger scale. Next item over there is just a Beast Wars character who I don't know if he was going to be renamed or if he's going to be a transmetal version or not, but it's whatever was going to happen with him, it never happened. So, yeah, that's what a couple people have said that. So, moving along, the next item over is the original concept for the Energon Optimus trailer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's one of those things that happens in toy design. You know, it's like everything's on a cost basis. So sometimes you come up with a cool idea and you think it's going to work out, and then when you run the costs, it doesn't happen sometimes. So the idea behind this was really cool, really aggressive, really assertive, and I really wish we could have done the trailer, but sadly we had to cut the costs. Down on the bottom shelf here, you actually have Toxitron, which a lot of people have been talking about today. I guess there's been rumor of him for a number of years. And next to him is actually the OTFCC planned version of Defensor as a RID Optimus Prime Redeco with a new head sculpt. So sadly that guy didn't happen, because I always thought that was one of the coolest characters in the RID line. So, as it were. The Optimus case, the only thing I really can say about this, you know, you guys clearly know the generations of characters and history that falls with Optimus Prime, but I had to really work hard to find all these toys, because Hasbro doesn't just have like a room full of all the toys. Like, it's just like I had to go tap my friends and then their collections and stuff like that, and ask them if I could like beg them to borrow their collections for a couple of days while you guys are here at the convention. And so
it's not a surprise, but titanium has fallen down.
It's nap time, man. I'm working hard. So, with that, that's the end of my spiel, guys. I'll be standing right over here if you want to ask any questions. Feel free to take pictures and have at it.